Hello, everybody. This is Bimbo Barbarella, and this is Wednesday, July 31st, the end of July at 8 p.m. And this evening, what I would like to do is I'm going to take two albums and I'm going to go through them track by track and give you my assessment of each one. If you look in the back there, hanging on the wall, I was able to get my hands on, which I think is probably one of the best Kiss albums ever. A lot of people hated it. I love it. It's Music from the Elder. And this is a first edition copy. And so that's proudly hanging on my wall. Whether you like it or not, that's up to you. I think it's one of their most creative albums. And people didn't like it because it was a rock opera. But anyway, the first band that I am going to cover is somebody that most of you probably know. If you follow my show, you see me go on a program called Camp GMAY, and it's run by the host, GMAY, and he is a very talented musician. He's the host of the show. He's multi-talented in many different ways, and this is his CD. And all you need to know is GMAY, because if you know him, you know him. If you don't, you should. I'll put in the link when I'm done with the review, so you can join his channel, because he every Saturday he runs a open mic night, and he also has things like Metal Fest and Country Fest and Winterfest and Summerfest and all sorts of festivals, and he gets talented people to come up on his show and perform for you, and it's very entertaining, and it's good to see so many different artists with different styles of music. And as soon as I get done with my mouth surgery, I plan on going up and playing what I call music. And now that's something about music. If you've watched my show, you know that there are certain bands that I like and dislike. However, I will never, ever, ever, you will never, ever hear me say that a musician sucks. I may not like their style. I may not like their music. I may not like their genre. But a musician does not suck. If you had any idea of how hard it was to play an instrument, to create and craft a song, then you would not say that. You would give them props, and because some of my songs are good, some of them are intentionally goofy, and a lot of these people that go into GMAs have probably had a lot of training. I have never had one instant of training on bass guitar or six-string guitar or anything like that. So, and I just like to play, and I like to do it and have fun. And if you don't like it, you don't like it. You don't need to tell me that I suck, because just goes to show me that you obviously can't do this. So don't say that. That's just, it shows your ignorance when you say that a musician sucks. Really does. So let me start off with GMAY's CD. Um, he has 9 songs on the CD, and I'm going to go through them song by song. And I really can't play it because I don't want to get a copyright strike or anything like that. Because you never know, who, is copywritten and who would do that. I once played a 15-second snippet of a Ozzy Osbourne song, and they shut down my whole stream. 15 seconds of Ozzy Osbourne. Oh, shut it down because Ozzy didn't get his 15 seconds of money. That's got nothing to do with Ozzy's music. So the first song on the album, the GMAY. Oh, okay, here. Well, let me open it up. Let me show you. See, it's got a nice CD, and that's like his avatar, and that's cool that that's on the cover of the CD. And there's a picture of him playing. Okay, and here's a picture of him chilling and relaxing, wishing everybody peace and love, peace and love. That's the theme of Camp GMAY, is peace and love. Okay, so the first song is called Alcoholics. And this is a very, very up-tempo song. And it's a perfect song for the opener of the album because it comes out very strong. And none of his music is like too hard and heavy. It's very, very rocking and rolling, but it's not like heavy Black Sabbath, Megadeth, Metallica. It's nothing like that. If that's what you're looking for, you ain't gonna find it here. You're gonna find good old-fashioned, solid rock and roll. The next song is called Dummy You Down. And again, this is a good up-tempo, fast rock and roller. And what I especially did like about this song was something about the lyrics I really liked. And if you've ever heard my music, you know that my lyrics are probably some of the best, about my music. Because I can write, without bragging, pretty good lyrics to songs. And I've always been able to. Well, I've been a professional writer. So maybe that has something to do with it, or maybe I'm just lucky. I don't know. The third song is called Keep On Shining. And this is good because this is the third song, and it's the third straight song that is just a good up-tempo rockin' number. And GMAY has a very distinctive voice. And I was trying to think through all 9 songs who he sounds like. And I'm pretty knowledgeable in music, but I could not think of who he sounds like. The only band that I know of who sounds close to him is a band from Texas who I know you've never heard of, a band called Omar and the Howlers. That guy has the same kind of voice that GMAY does. So, oh, hello, Renee. Just thanks for listening. That's fine. A lot of times when I do shows like this, I don't get many people chatting anyway, because I mean, if anybody wants to chat, I'll put a link out there. If you want to come up and say something wise, which for my show would be a surprise. Because usually what I say is not the wisest. Okay, so our fourth song is Rosewood. And this is the first ballad type of song. It's slower paced. And what I liked best about it was it has some excellent bass guitar work. And it's got great lead guitar work. Yeah, Sharon, I did have a good day. It was the third day of what I called the Long March, where I had 3 days. If you want to look on my Twitter account, I had 3 days that were just like from morning to night, nonstop. And, this show here that I'm doing culminates the Long March. And if you don't know what the Long March is, it is the march that the Communist Red Chinese took from 1934 to 1936 when they were being chased by the Chinese National Party, and they marched throughout the country for 2 years trying to stay ahead of the national forces. And you know what happened? The Chinese Red Party eventually won. Mao Zedong took over, and Chinese became communist. So, and that's the only name I could think of. Oh, the Long March. So, that's that. Bit of unrelated information. Song number 5 on the GMAY CD is a song called I'm Coming Home. And now what I liked about this song especially, and I'm almost positive that it had some slide guitar. If it wasn't slide guitar, I don't know what he was doing, how he was playing it. But if you don't know what a slide guitar is, it's a little tube that you wear on your finger. And instead of playing the chords, you strum it and you just slide it up and down the frets. That's a slide guitar. That's a slide. And this song I thought would be a song that would be something that you would hear on the radio. This is definitely a radio type song. And unfortunately, in the United States, radio stations play the same 18 songs throughout the day, because you can hear Bohemian Rhapsody 12 times within an 18-hour shift. And, for a lot of bands, that's discouraging. It really is. That's why I listen to like European stations, because they play a wide variety of music. And they're not stuck into like, these corporate things where, where the decisions are made by companies, not by musicians. So, song number 6 is called LA. And this is a slower song, very ballady like. It's just a slow, easy song. You can just. If you're if you're listening to all this rock and roll and you want to slow down a little bit, LA is a good song to slow down to. It's a great song, but it will calm you down a little bit from the other stuff that you've heard on GMAY's album. Now, number 7 is called Someday. And this is a acoustic guitar. And it has a very, very, very good and tasty opening on the lead guitar. And I liked the the lyrics on this one too. And it's just it's good because it just has the song has a good tone to it. It's just got a good tone. That's all that I can think of saying, but it's got a good tone. And the next one, we're getting back into the solid rock and rollers here with a song called Rock and Roll Highway. Hello, Miss Rita. How are you, dear? Nice to see you. Have Renee, Sharon, and Rita. And I'm doing a track by track of GMAY. Like I said, I'll drop his link when I'm done with this, so you can go and watch Camp GMAY on Saturdays. An excellent show, which, like I said, as soon as my, mouth is healed and I plan on, becoming a part of. And like I said, this song here, I would say I thought was the rockinest song on here, because it's like 4 minutes of just straight ahead rock. It's if you came here looking for rock and roll, you'll find it on the rock and roll highway. And the final song is Rainy Days. And this is a piano-based song. And after all 8 songs, I thought that it was a good touch to end the CD with a nice, slow thing to calm you down, because you've been rocking for, like 38 minutes. Just nice to slow you down a little bit. So let me go and let me get GMAY's account so I can post it. Hold on. And there are plenty of sites out there, sort of like Camp GMAY, that have, like artists come up and perform. His is by far the best one I've seen, but and it's a shame that this is where people find new music on the internet. And I mentioned, my whole problem with that before, but let me get his link. And here's how you can access his program. And um, along with, music, the channel has a lot of different performers. One of the girls there, she's an excellent painter. She'll paint, and she does it online as you're watching, and she's very good. There's two guys who are very funny. Rich New Design and The Art of Floundering. The Art of Floundering is funny as hell because he has these puppets. And now, who doesn't find a puppet funny? I find puppets funny. And Rich New Design, he has a whole repertoire of characters that he does voiceovers for, and it's hysterical. This is just a fun channel to go to. And like I said again, it's called Camp GMAY. It's a very good channel, and so go do it. Subscribe, hit the like button. So, so I would say that my favorite song on the GMAY album would be Everyone. Oh, okay, Rita goes there. So yes, and Rita, and you know how funny they all are. Good Lord. Good Lord. And I would say the worst song. Are you kidding me? This is a CD that you can listen to all 9 tracks and have no desire to fast forward it. That's my opinion, and my opinions are always the correct opinion. I'll just let you know that. My opinions are always right. So, no, I don't know who that was. No, that was probably a troll. Somebody with nothing better to do but troll people's accounts. Oh, Mrs. Hopkins, yeah, yeah, and I'm glad you like that. It's kind of small though, so you might have to read it to Mama B. Um, but I'm glad she liked it. Okay, yeah, you saw that 1 second man, yeah. Well, that's probably like his sex life. 1 second. Oh, I'm done. Well, that was GMAY. The next artist here, he's from West Virginia, and he goes by the name GYASI. I don't know whether that's his first name or last name. But this guy, I'll show you what he looks like. This is his first album. He's very, very glam, very David Bowie, very T-Rex, very glam. Well, hello, B&T. Well, if this is your first time, welcome. I'm doing a short little program, and I'm going track by track of 2 CDs that I just got that I think are both very, very good. But this is the one that I'm reviewing now. This is his second one, called Rock and Roll Sword Fight. And this is what he looks like. And now, if that is not 1973 glam, I don't know what is. I'm doing fine, Chris. Thank you. So, and again, this is so good, but you will never hear it on the radio. Okay, Chris. Yeah, I'm doing a show about 2 CDs that I have. So.
Oh, okay. What kind of music are they? Hard rock or what?
Well, this is Camp GMAY.
Okay.
And this guy is named GYASI, and he's like glam rock.
Okay.
Like David Bowie, T-Rex, stuff like that.
Are they available on Apple Music?
What?
Are they available on Apple Music?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
How the hell would I know?
Well, they probably are then.
Okay, good.
The reason why I asked someone to check them out.
Okay, we'll look at them on YouTube. Look at, and that's how it's spelled, GYASI.
Okay.
And if you like 70s glam music,
yeah, I do.
You'll love this.
Okay.
The first song.
Been pretty hot so far this year there?
What?
Been pretty hot there?
Yeah, Chris, yeah. And I've been, running around all day, so.
Okay.
And so I'm doing this show, so. The first song is one called Cheap High. And this song is a very thunderous kickoff to the album. And
I'll catch you later. Have a good one then.
Okay, thanks. All right, Chris. Bye-bye. This is a very thunderous kickoff. It's going to tell you just what this music is about. And it's like this. Hello, Miss Izzy. How are you, dear? And Cindy. Hello, Cindy. Oh, how big is my CD collection? Really, Mary? You really want to know? It's over 3,500. um, that's a lot of CDs. And my albums are about 300. See, but a lot of stuff I buy used. And I go to like a lot of used record stores, and I've got everything from 1960s to 2024. So yeah, that's a lot of CDs. So, and a lot of them I know I can look at my selection, and they're not in any better, and they're not in any sort of alphabetical order either. They're listed in my collection by like genre. So say I want to listen to say glam rock. That would be with like T-Rex, Bowie, Slade, Sweet, glam rock kind of bands. Yeah, Cindy, yeah. And this guy's good, but this is real good. Okay, so the first song is Cheap High. The second song is called Tongue Tied. And this is actually live. This is his first album, but this one is live, and Tongue Tied is on this. But he really, really shines and comes out playing live. Playing live. That's where I think that this, and I would love to see this guy live. Hello, Miss Easy Street with Jen. How are you, dear? The next song is called Teacher. And this is a slower song, and it's actually sounds like something that is like theatrical, something you would hear like in a movie, almost like a movie kind of soundtrack. It really doesn't fit the album, but it does because it's different than the other songs, but it still has the same 70s Mata Hoople T-Rex kind of groove to it. Okay. Fast Love is the fourth song. And now this song, if you heard Fast Love in any T-Rex song, you would be hard pressed to tell the difference. It is that T-Rex-ish. He even sounds sort of like Mark Bolan during this song. And just like the whole T-Rex kind of groove is on Fast Love. And now the next song, Godhead, brings us to sounding a lot like Bowie. And when I wrote this, I was, thinking of, things that these songs had in common with others. The song Godhead, if he didn't do it, and David Bowie had done a song called Godhead, it would fit on Ziggy Stardust or Aladdin Sane. It's like that. It's that sort of song. I highly suggest this CD if you like that type of music. Holy shit. Hoppy, and where'd you see that? Oh my God. I'll say the hell with Cat Daddy and the Cats. Asheville, North Carolina is not that far. Oh, Hoppy, and have you ever heard of GYASI? Have you ever heard? Pick this up. Pick this up. And if you can't find it, I will buy it and send it to you. It is that good. The next song is called Baby Blue. And now the bass and rhythm on this song is, again, very of that Mark Bolan, T-Rex-ish kind of very, very, very T-Rex-ish. Well, there's a lot of bands that I like that other people wouldn't like, but this is good. And the reason why I bought the first one, just because I like the picture on the cover. See, now I'll do that. I have done that for hundreds of CDs. Just bought them because I like the cover. There have been some that have sucked that I traded in. And then my friend Patrick says, "Oh God, I don't want that." So then I got to use it as, like as a frisbee for for Misfit the Cat. Now the next song is called Sword Fight. Because the name of the album, you can't see it very good on the bottom. The name of the album is called Rock and Roll Sword Fight. But the song is just called Sword Fight. And this has a very, very heavy bass. And what I like about a lot of his music is it's got a very pronounced, good bass groove, which, if you know me, that's the instrument that I play best is bass. I can play six string, but, but bass I'm actually pretty good at. Yes, Cindy, that is. And, like anything like that, I'll usually buy used. So, so I'm not out, like $15. I might be out $10. But yeah, and that's why if where you live, there's like a used record store, go in and check them out and see what they have to offer. You should always support small businesses, especially record stores, because vinyl is making a big comeback. And if you see, like on my wall back there, that's the vinyl of Kiss, Music from the Elder. And that's a first edition. Asheville is close to you, Easy Street. Okay, Easy Street. Well, then you go to Asheville. Check out GYASI and give me a report. That is your mission, if you choose to accept it. The next song is called Kiss Kiss. That's actually on his first studio one. Like I said, oh, this one is live. Oh, this is his studio album. He's released this studio album, and he's released 2 EPs of new material. Walk On. Okay, maybe that's on one of the EPs, Mary Mary. Yeah, because I don't have any of the EPs. It's expensive to stay where? In Asheville? Oh, come on. Oh, come on. I'll loan you $50. It can't be more than $50 to stay at a Motel 13. And the next one is a song called 23. And this is the first one that is acoustic. And it's fast paced, but it's acoustic. And again, it fits in perfectly because it's the same style of music, just acoustic sounding. And it's very good. Now, the next two, it's called All Messed Up. And this song is 9 minutes long. Mary, Mary, and do you have this CD? And I'm just curious, where did you hear of GYASI? Because I'm sure that wasn't on the radio. And I think that's really cool that somebody else knows this artist. And here's what he looks like on the back cover. And the name of his first album is called Androgyne, which he does look kind of androgynous. So I get that. You have it in your playlist. Wow. Well, that is very, very, very cool. Very cool. Very cool. And All Messed Up is just, it has like ups and downs, ebbs and flows, but it's just rock and roll all the way through. And the final song is called Sugar Mama. And this is another 9-minute song. And this song is good. I just think that it kind of goes on a little too long. But you're not going to want to turn it off. Yeah, because I know that he's been around for a while. And like I said, he's from West Virginia. I know that. Because it doesn't give a date when this was released. But I know this is close to like 2 to 3 years old. And like I said, he has those 2 EPs. And, it's been a while since I've actually had 2 CDs that every single song is listenable. And when Easy Street with Jen was down here, we went to visit my friend Patrick at the music store. And I bought a CD from him band called Good Rats, and they're from New York City, and they're like 80s. And that's another CD, because to find an album by them be like in the $100 range. Every song is listenable. There are some albums that I have, CDs I have, where like 2 songs are good. Okay, yeah, well, like I said, I know he's from West Virginia. And can you imagine his look? And can you imagine somebody in Beckley, West Virginia looking like this? I'm sure nobody gave him any shit, huh? And there are some albums and CDs that I have where like there's only like 2 or 3 songs that I like, but I still have them. And I said that I have over 3,000 CDs. If I weeded out a lot of them, I could probably cut that down by 500. Easy. Easy. But you never know. So, that was actually it for this show. That's all I was really going to do, except, tell you about my week. Well, if you want to look at my week, just look at my Twitter account. And you see how crazy it was. And then tomorrow, I still have a little more to do, but it's not going to be nonstop. I just got to go to the bank and I got to go pay the Spectrum bill and I got to argue with Verizon. Oh, my God. I don't know if you guys have any sort of service with a company called Verizon. Here in Florida, they are so terribly, terribly inept. And the only reason I have a phone by them now is because when I lost my other one, they were giving them away for free. If I knew that their customer service was going to be so bad, because the people in the store are fine, but they're limited on what they can do. So you have to go onto their internet site and speak with one of the customer service representatives. And good Christ, are they buffoons? It's just, that's just a reason why we never should have outsourced all of our stuff to foreign countries. Because these people are buffoons. I don't even know what country they're from. And I don't want to, disparage any one country, but these people are complete morons. And I'm sort of stuck with the phone now because I changed all of my accounts to the new phone number. Like I said, the phone I like. The people in the retail stores are nice, but Verizon itself is terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. And if you have them, I'm sorry to hear that. And I don't know if Easy Street with Jen is still here, but on Thursdays, she does a game show called Flappadoodle, Hoopadoodle, eat a noodle, something like that. It's a fun word game, and um, and I'll put her link in here if you're not familiar with her because it's a fun game. It's a fun game to play. And here's her link. Okay, speak of the devil. So are you doing are you doing Bite a Noodle tomorrow? I don't know what the name of the game show is. I don't know. All I know is I never win. No, and there's no contract. No, there's no contract. Yeah, and I know that. So I'm gonna give Verizon a fighting chance to get straight, but they are really terrible. Fayette County. I've never been to West Virginia. I've only been through West Virginia, and there was like that little tiny strip of West Virginia between like Maryland and Pennsylvania where there's a interstate that's like 20 miles. That's me going to West Virginia. That's it. Flabdoodle. Yes, tomorrow. Okay. And what time is it? 8 o'clock? Easy Street. 8 o'clock. Oh God. And I got a big moth in here too. I think maybe it's Mothra. Maybe Mrs. Hopkins is flying around my room here like Mothra. Okay, 8 p.m. Yeah. So join her for the show. It's fun, and you'll learn stuff whether you want to or not. Because I think I'm really smart, but I guess I'm as stupid as I look. So I guess that about. Oh, hello, Diana. How are you, dear? Nice to see you. Yeah, coming in right at the end of the show. Oh yeah, B&T. Oh, trust me, it's fun because what it is it's like a dictionary game. She'll go through the dictionary, find obscure words, and you have to either write down or write down. Type in the answer, and if you have the right answer, you get a point. And then if you have a really funny answer, and everybody votes that your answer is the funniest, you get a point. So, and it's fun. It's like a fun, but like I said, because I never win, and I hate bragging about myself. And the reason why I never win is because I'm actually too smart for the game. Because, I have like an IQ of 197. So, so sometimes I can't think that low. Yeah, 197. Yeah. No, that's not my weight. That's my IQ. Oh, my weight's 170. So my IQ is higher than my weight. How are me and Cat Daddy doing? It was actually okay today. I wasn't home much because I had to go to the dentist and get my sutures out. And not 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 next Friday, but the next Friday, they're going to get rid of these. And then they'll be able to make like the first impression for the dentures. And one thing that I didn't know is that like dentures, um, like for 6 months, they're just like temporary dentures. You know, it's after your gums, they heal and they get adjusted to the, like temporary dentures. That's when you get the real ones. I did not know that. Yeah, see, when I went to college, I didn't go to dental school um, because my degree is like I have a bachelor's in leisurology. That's what my degree is in, leisurology. So yeah, that is good news. And coming in 3 weeks, we have um, our election here in Florida, which is good. I like that. Yeah, B&T, yeah. And yeah, because I just went with regular dentures because implants, I don't know where you're from, but here in like Tampa area, every place is like $20,000. And I need a new car. So do I want teeth or a new car? Um, yeah, I'm sorry. I am not getting implants. And plus, what's bad about implants is, just like regular dentures, yeah, and just like regular dentures, I mean, one thing that I want to do, with like just regular dentures that you can take it, in and out, like the next Thanksgiving that our family has, I'm going to take them out and put them in the mashed potatoes, and that way Aunt Louise will be digging into the mashed potatoes, and she'll pull up a spoonful of teeth. That's comedy gold. That is comedy gold, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, my God. I I mean B&T, yeah, because like we're not. I mean, because we're not hurting for money, but that's a lot. Oh, hello. Can you hear me? Well, B&T looks like they want to come up, but I can't hear them. Oh, okay. So Cindy's getting implants. Yeah, they're way expensive. But see, but then, yeah, I know I saw B&T. Well, um, I don't know what to tell you. Just when it says like add yourself to the stream, and then I'll see you like I did, and I'll hit the button to turn you on. Oh, you're going to Marietta, Mexico. Oh, I'm afraid to do any sort of surgery in Mexico because all I can think about is how I go there, for like a foot operation, and I end up coming back, missing a kidney. Could be my old life. Yeah, a lot of time. Yeah, BNT. It could be anything. Could be anything. Because sometimes these streams are kind of funky. Yeah. Oh, okay, Cindy. Because I know somebody who went to Mexico because they were having, like some work done on like their left foot, and so after they were done, their whole right leg was amputated. So that's why I don't know if I'd want to go to Mexico. Marietta, Mexico. Well, that might be better than Tijuana. I don't know. And if you've ever been to Tijuana, Mexico, you cross over the bridge. Is from okay. The city is called Imperial Beach. That's the last city in the United States and California, Imperial Beach. And you walk across the bridge, and the first thing you get is these little Mexican children trying to sell you candy. Yeah, okay, yeah, they lost the leg because they went in for like foot surgery on the left foot, and when they were done, his right leg was gone. Chris, and so what are you listening to? And so what do you listen to? GYASI? Yeah, I told you that it was good. If anything, Chris, the bimbo knows music. Being here in Southern California. Oh yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Because I lived in San Diego County. I lived in El Cajon, and I lived out in Alpine. And Alpine's nice. Alpine's really nice. I mean, it's like 15 miles from the city of San Diego, but it's nice. Oh no, it's not. It's not BNT. Oh yeah, because we used to go to um, Avenidos Revolucion. I would not go down to Tijuana now for anything. Oh, Riverside. Oh, Riverside. Yeah, that's um, yeah, Riverside's out like um, out like east on like I-10. Yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh, Alpine was lovely. I loved it. But it was a long drive every day, and I didn't have the best car. So Jen says to get trip insurance. Trip insurance. And so what? So like if you go down to TJ and you go to have your left foot operated on and you end up losing a right leg, what can the State Department do? No, I don't know. I'm just asking. It's not like they can go after the Mexican, doctor. So it looks like we got a lot of California people here. Yeah, yeah, you and the you and the governor. Oh, I did not know that. See, oh, there you go. There's some wise information from Easy Street with Jen. And if you like gardening, if you like funny content on shorts, check out her channel because um, she's very funny. She's very creative. Cindy, well, I'm not trying to scare you. Yeah, there is a moth in here. I can hear him. Holy Christ, look at the size of that thing. Looks like Martha Hopkins flying around here. Mothra. Mothra, go away. Jesus Christ. If that thing was any bigger, it would be eating me. Now, as long as he's not flying around the lights. I know he's flying around. So, oh, you've been watching it in the camera, yeah. Good Christ. Is the Mothman looking for you? Yeah. I don't know, the Mothman or Clowny, one of the two. I don't know who. And Mothman. And now that whole Mothman thing, wasn't that like a thing that happened supposedly in like West Virginia too? The Mothman. Mothman sent Bigfoot to poop in my orchard. Well, maybe that's why you have, such, high yield on your, produce. Because you got that Bigfoot poop. Right? You never know. I just want to see your retention pond. Okay, Mrs. Hopkins. My next short, when I'm out feeding the birds and the squirrels, I will take a picture of the retention pond. But it's got a lot of plants and stuff in it now. Because last year it wasn't really cold enough for them to all die off. And earlier in like the spring, I was able to mow some of it, but a lot of it was still too wet. Yeah, the Mothman is from West Virginia, and like, wasn't he accused of making a bridge fall down or something? Because there's a whole movie about that, and I know that Richard Gere is in the movie, the Mothman. Oh, and something else that I do, some of you guys who might be sort of new to my channel, and I haven't done one in a while because, believe it or not, my gums actually do hurt a little bit. So when I talk too much, um, um, I do like a trivia show, and I haven't done one since I started oh my tooth quest. But yeah, I should do a trivia game soon. Yeah, maybe I will. Maybe I will. Gee, okay, Mrs. Hopkins, and why does that not surprise me? Why does that not surprise me that you have the Mothman DVD? See, talking about the Mothman. See? This is why you should always come to the Bimbo Barbarella music program, because it's not always about music. You'll learn about the Mothman, and you'll learn that Mrs. Hopkins has the Mothman on DVD. Couples see a man-sized bird creature. It could have been Mothra. It could have been Rodan. I don't have any bird-like creatures in here where I would do one. I got a unicorn and a cat, but that's about it. Uh, and stuff like that. I remember growing up, and there was a newspaper called the Weekly World News. It was printed in black and white, and it had some of the most incredible stories about like the Bat Boy, and and I mean you knew this shit was made up, but it was just so funny. It's just so funny. And does anybody else remember that magazine called the Weekly World News? Because I still think that it's online. If somebody wants to check, oh yes, Mrs. Hopkins definitely has the moth prop covered. Because what was it, like the Halloween show where she came dressed as Mothra, and it was hysterical. It was fantastic. It was spot on. It was so good, so creative. And that's one thing about Mrs. Hopkins is she's very creative and very artsy. And so she is actually one of the professors of the College of Knowledge. And if you don't know what the College of Knowledge is, this is the official book of the College of Knowledge, and we're in season 3. And these are all the professors of the College of Knowledge. And what I do is every time we have a show, I write down what everybody says, all their picks, all their stuff. And like I said, this is our 3rd season doing this. So, and and Easy Street with Jen was the original Second Banana. Oh, it still does exist? Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably on. Yeah, like online. I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to look now. And Mrs. Hopkins says yes. Yes, there you can see Bat Boy's face from memory. Yes, that was so great. Yes, B&T. Well, thanks for coming up and thanks for watching my show and hope you'll be back. I hope you had fun and you got dinner reservations. Okay. Okay. Jen's next show is tomorrow. My next show is going to be um, the College of Knowledge Friday, where we're going to pick our favorite 11 songs that are science fiction based songs. Okay, bye bye. Thank you, B&T. Yes, Diana, you have a good night too. Yeah, I've been on for an hour and 15 minutes, so I think I'm gonna pull the plug and um okay, because just one thing on like the upcoming show for 11 songs. I actually, without even thinking, had like 25 that I had to whittle down without even thinking. So either that's good or I'm really messed up. Oh, what one was that, Jen? I did see a lot of your shorts. I saw the one from the Italian restaurant. Um, I saw the one when we visited Apollo Creed's um, building. I don't know yet, but you've been getting the stuff out there. Yes, yes, Mrs. Hopkins, it's 11. Yes, there are a ton of them to choose for. Yeah, and yeah, and I know that you always end up with a lot more too. So you're gonna have to whittle yours down too. Okay, Easy Street. Thanks for coming on. Um, Mrs. Hopkins, thank you for coming on, dear, and tell Mama B that she looked marvelous, marvelous. And who remembers what character did that? You look marvelous. There was a character who always said that. Who remembers? It was Billy Crystal. So, all right. So, gonna wrap that up. And I say this after every show, and I 100% mean it. Okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah, Jen, send it now. Billy Crystal. But what character was, I don't remember. Yes. And like I said, I mean this. I really do. I want to thank everybody for taking the time to come up on my channel. I want to thank you for participating. I hope that you had fun because I do this because I like having fun. That's why I do it. I like to have fun. I like to entertain. I like to be silly. And I like other people to be silly. So, um, if you're playing um, Jen's show, Oh Chicken Noodle, tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, um, I might do something next week. I don't know. But next Friday, not tomorrow, next Friday is the College of Knowledge. So I will see you all then. Thank you very, very much for coming up. I appreciate it. I honestly, truly do. Okay. Bye-bye.